So good morning. This morning the moon is above the tent on this side. You can just see the moon up there. And if I turn around, the sun is rising on that side. So sunrise and the moon. How cool. We're packed up. Yippee, Michelle, another day walking.
And sun shining.
But yes, the sun is out. The batteries are low on the cameras again. Time to plan the day. Well, there isn't much planning really, it's just walking as always. So where we got to go first, Michelle?
We got to go through this shit and then over the bridge.
Through this shit and over the bridge. She's right. It's a lovely start to the morning.
And can you trust that you won't blow away in the wind?
How many of you have started this morning with through the shit and over the bridge? Not many, I suspect. Shit's over here. There's a lot of it. Just one bridge. Oh, it is actually cow shit. That's just the first one. We got 2 gates and an open field of crap to go through yet. Neither one of them are any better than that.
It's just gone 19 minutes past 9 o'clock.
Claire Carter at breakfast. BBC Radio Somerset.
Talked about epic journeys earlier on. This one, what do you do when you can't go home and you've got to kill a load of time? Childhood sweethearts Steve and Michelle found themselves in this situation because they were on holiday in Turkey when travel restrictions changed and they couldn't get home to Australia where they live, but they were born in Taunton. They're from Taunton. They met here. So because they can't go home, they thought, tell you what, let's walk the length of Britain. And they are slowly making their way south to their native county town. Steve is on the line. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning, Claire. How are you?
I am well, thank you. Whereabouts are you?
We're about probably about 20 miles from Bristol. We're on this Severn Estuary somewhere, just in a farmer's field, where we woke. Well, not in this field, several fields down. We woke yesterday, Michelle and I, and we're sort of trudging on. It was a pretty grim night last night, but
so you've been wild camping as you've gone.
We are wild camping the whole route. Yes, wherever we can. I mean, 99.9% of the time, if we occasionally treat ourselves to a hotel or something just to dry out and freshen up. But yes.
So you are walking from Land's End to John O'Groats. Sorry, John O'Groats to Land's End, and it is quite simply because you cannot get home. Is that right?
Pretty much. We've always wanted to do a big walk, and this was Michelle's idea, really. She said, well, we were going to do a Camino de Santiago in Spain, but that wasn't possible this year. So she said, why don't we walk John O'Groats to Land's End? They call it the Jogle walk, Jogle. And I said it was a stupid idea and woke up the next morning and said, yeah, let's do it. So we just set off. We had 3 days to plan it and a week or 10 days to sort of organise our gear. And so we're the least prepared long-distance walkers in Britain.
There will be so many people screaming out, going, no, don't do it. You need to be prepared. But how have you found it?
It was hard going to start with. And it's a lot harder than we thought, but we've enjoyed it, and it's got us fit. We've done 9 weeks now, so we're nearing the end. We've really probably got about 3 weeks, maybe a little longer, if depending on the walkway, and we shall be down at the end, and probably nobody there to see us.
Oh no, don't say that. Well, hopefully you will be coming through Somerset. How long ago did you leave Taunton?
Oh, we were born there, both Michelle and I, as family friends, childhood sort of friends, and then came together again at a later time in our sort of late teens, and the rest is history. So,
oh, that's lovely. So when was the last time you were back in Taunton?
Oh golly, probably 30 years, or maybe 30 years.
Well, don't worry. No, fire pool still hasn't been sorted out. So what's it going to be like? Have you sort of planned a route through here?
We tried to plan a route to come through Taunton if we can. We planned a route yesterday along a route, and when we got there, it was just impractical, so we've had to change it. So everything keeps changing. If the roads get too busy, we can't do them that well because it can be a bit dangerous. But we've tried to get through Taunton if we can. We were going to do the coastal road, but everyone keeps telling us it's pretty harsh this time of year, and so we're trying to do inland walks if we can. Yeah. That's the idea.
I don't blame you. So you're a chef in Australia, is this right?
Well, I do a cooking show on YouTube, Steve's Kitchen. It's Steve Owens on YouTube, and we're also sort of documenting this as we come down. So I do every other day. I do a stream, a sort of live stream, just let everyone know where we are, which has confused obviously a lot of people because they used to see me cooking and they're sort of, what on earth are you doing out there? Come home. So yeah, that's. My handle online is Steve's Kitchen, and I've been doing that for several years. And this is quite different.
Isn't it just? So any idea when you'll be able to get home?
I was talking to my mother in Melbourne recently, and we're still struggling. They haven't opened the borders. The airlines are not flying into Victoria at all. We want to be back for Christmas, but it's looking like we might not be able to, so that's a bit of a shame. But we'd like to be back for Christmas.
I'm sure you would, because otherwise you may have to walk all the way back up again just to kill a bit more time.
That is the option, isn't it? We could walk to Australia, but I think it might take more than a few months. Indeed.
Well, listen, best of luck. It's been great to speak to you, and I hope you do have some fun reminiscing as you come through Somerset. And I just hope you and Michelle get home soon.
Yes, well, we sort of will be home, won't we, when we get to Taunton? It's sort of our birthplace, and maybe we'll stay there. Maybe we'll book ourselves into a hotel in Taunton. That could be fun.
Yeah, do. Have a good look around. And just tell us again, people just search for Steve's Kitchen on YouTube and they can follow you.
Steve's Kitchen on YouTube if they want to. I'll be doing regular updates on the way down. And as I say, because of restrictions and things, we're suspecting we'll get there and it'll be sort of, hooray, and nobody
That's
there.
It, yeah.
But if anyone wants to come down, I think we're about 22 days, we think, before the end of the line, and we'll do regular updates online just to let people know that we're safe and dry.
Well, safe travel, Steve. All the best, and we'll try and keep in touch as well. Steve Owen and his wife Michelle walking from John O'Groats to Land's End.
Thank you so much, Steve, for coming on.
Thank you, man. Yeah.
I really appreciate it. Enjoy Taunton.
Will do. All right. We'll let you get on. I'm sure you're busy.
Take care. Lovely to chat.
Thank you. Cheers, Dan. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So that's a bit how I'm feeling this morning, Michelle. So we came out of the farmers' fields over there. It was locked. They possibly don't want people in there, but there was nothing saying private, so we're happy. And this looks like a proper public road up here. Yippee! Where we are, we're not sure, but we'll link up. We'll link up to one of our routes and get back on track to head towards Bristol, which we should reach today with any luck, even pass through it, hopefully. I do get frustrated sometimes. This is a very narrow lane. That BMW was coming at us on a bridge where there was nothing, we couldn't step off the road at all, and I could see him coming at speed, and I stood out a little bit so he could see me. I knew he'd seen me, and he was speeding. He slowed a very small amount, and then I stepped out into the road as if to sort of block the way, and he came to a stop. But that's a very typical example of road users we find on the walk. So they'll drive past people at the normal road speed and be often within maybe 6 inches of your arm. Now they might think that they're ability to drive is supernatural. But when you are flesh and bones and they're in a solid metal box, it's really uncomfortable to have cars drive that close to you, because not everybody is infallible, and occasionally they've made mistakes. We've been clipped by wing mirrors, and it's one day somebody is going to find flowers on a roadside and maybe wake up to it. And we haven't seen the sun for the last 45 minutes or so, so it's bitter cold. And we will be approaching our next city, Bristol, and I was just hoping it was going to be a little more pleasant today. Okay, so we've rocked up to Bristol, and we're going to treat ourselves to a night in a hotel tonight. That's a Premier Inn over there, but this is also a Premier Inn over here. So there are two within about 100 metres of each other. We went to the wrong one, of course, and this is the one we should have come to. Yeah, our GPS is taking us all over the place. G'day. It is crossing us over the road into a park, crossing us back over the road out of a park. Well, it's an assault on the ears being back in a city. We'll see more and more urban sprawl, I think, in this area. This beautiful building, it's not our way. We've got to go down here, and with so many reducing hours in the day of sunlight, Michelle and I don't make any detours at all. So in the comments, let me know if you know what building that was ahead of me. Love to know a little bit about it. Share it with us. Bristol. I think we're heading down to the waterfront, whether it's a river or a canal, I'm not sure. I think it's a river. Bristol has that same look that a lot of the big towns in this area have. All this sort of sandstone. I think it's sandstone and not limestone. It could be limestone, but this is very synonymous to this region, and certainly the beautiful royal city of Bath has many such houses in this style. Reminds me a little bit of what is it called in Bath, Michelle? The Circle, the Royal Crescent. The Royal Crescent. Oh, you could be in Bath. Bristol has the same sort of stonework. The houses look very similar, don't they, Michelle?
They do, and the hills.
Yeah. So here we are, looking out over the city of Bristol. It is a beautiful day. It's a lovely place to be when the sun is out. The UK, I wish it was out a little bit more. The problem when you let your software map your route is it's all up and down hills, isn't it, Michelle?
It is.
It's all up and down hills.
Where's my canals?
I suspect we could be suffering with this decision making for the rest of the walk. I hope not. I hope there's some nice long flat stretches. I wish this was going out live and people of Somerset and Cornwall could give us some tips on how to keep on the flat, but it isn't, so we'll just have to wing our way. I say this is what we got for going up Christmas Street. Sure. Yeah, maybe. Christmas steps, look. There isn't much reason for going up that hill and then coming back down again. Oh well, it'll keep us fit. Now just opposite us here in Bristol is the SS Great Britain. One of Brunel's ships, Isambard Kingdom Brunel, I think the correct name. Very famous engineer and architect in this area. Now Brunel was famous for a great many steel and iron structures. That's a beautiful boat. Quite a few bridges in this area as well, built by him. Let me know, was he from this area, Bristol, Somerset? Tell me in the comments. So much history in Bristol. So much history. Beautiful city as well. It's a long time since I've been to Bristol, and yeah, I like it. Seems to have a lot of life. These lovely little apartments on the dockside. Again, I'm not 100% sure what this water edge is called here, but it'd be nice to live just here when it's sunny. And it's not sunny. I'd rather be somewhere warmer. It's one of the things, you see, a little bit of sunlight brings everything to life. All the colours pop, the contrast on the buildings, everything looks beautiful. I think that's why Michelle and I really do prefer warmer climates, sunnier climates anyway. Look, this little miniature Royal Crescent. Very similar to the one you have, well, not similar, tiny compared to the one you have in Bath, but modelled upon a little crescent. Look at this, the Simple Cow spilt milk. It's a milk vending machine. Please like, share, hashtag Simple Cow. Today's milk was milked and pasteurised this morning.
Yeah, you just
How
need
cool
to bring
is
your
that?
own bottle. Cool, hey?
It's very cool. Being in the city makes walking a little more complex with all the underpasses and overpasses. Keep getting lost, so we're not getting the miles or kilometres that we'd like to be getting done. But it's interesting though, we may be getting a little bit towards the suburbs now. We're still very close. It'll still be quite well built up, I think. So I think we're leaving Bristol for sure. See rolling hillsides, rolling hills out there. But I think we enter one of the many little villages that now join on to Bristol. So we're probably still in the Bristol area. Interesting fact about Bristol, Michelle, isn't there?
Yes, there is. Bristol is a city and Bristol is a county. I never knew that.
No. So great they named it twice. Bristol, Bristol, so great they named it twice. Oh, to be back in Japan where bicycles and pedestrians share the roads so well. We find here in the UK that we have to walk in single file even though it's wide enough for two, and it would be quite nice to sit and chat with each other. But the bikes come past, they never make themselves, almost never make themselves heard. And you'll be walking along today. You'll be walking along and suddenly they'll brush past you at speed. I've only got to step out a little bit like this, or heaven forbid have my stick up at a moment when a bike goes by, and we're in all sorts of problems. Cyclists, if you're watching this, you're always blaming cars for things that go wrong on the road. Why do you not bother to make yourself visible to pedestrians? Go to Japan, go to Fukuoka, walk around the streets, and you will see just how well bikes
Went to the Isle of Taiwan.
how well bicycles and pedestrians work together, and just how selfish you can be. This is pretty horrible. The mud is about as slippy, as slidey as it can be. And I shouldn't really be filming. I should be. See, it's just like a skating rink of mud. And it doesn't matter whether you go on the high or the low. The low's already chewed up to bog. This is not a nice stretch. And to top it all,
Take the next right.
a nice set of staircase to get out of the bog. Oh, this is going to be slow walking. The stairs really take it out of you with the packs on. There's such big steps. Oh, pick up that one. No, I don't think it's ended yet. No, more stairs. Oh, nothing glamorous about this walk, I can tell you. And then you come out into a field. Try and get your breath back.
Time for a picnic.
Must be time for a pause. Seeing this hill here, which actually the GPS takes us around, but we can go, it takes us over, should I say. Reminds me of Peter Gabriel, Salisbury Hill. It's around here somewhere. Salisbury, not Salisbury, from the song Climbing Up on Salisbury Hill. It's around here, not this one, but it's not a million miles from here. Phew! We've just climbed up this steep hill, but there is Bristol off in the distance, a long way off. There is the city of Bristol, in the county of Bristol apparently, and Michelle and I, we're around here having a little picnic overlooking the hill we've just climbed. So laid out ahead of us there, it's the city of Bristol. Michelle and I are up on this beautiful hill in the valley, and we're about to stop here, have ourselves a picnic. We've got some curious cows with us today, which is a little bit disconcerting since they're all rounding on us a little bit. Go on girls, go and find something better to mess with than us. But again, the farmer's dug up the field so badly with his cows and his tractors, it's hard for us to find a safe way through. This here is pretty firm ground. Oh, bye girls. Must be 1 o'clock.